Hello everyone, my name is Ghanshyam Katariya and as part of a celebration of Teachers Day, I am going to take a lecture on poem to the Indians who died in South Africa by T.S. Eliot. The introduction of the poet T.S. Eliot. His full name was Thomas Stale Eliot. He was born on 26th September 1888. He was a poet, essayist, publisher, playwright, literary critic, and editor. He was considered as one of the 20th century's major poets. He is a central figure of the English language modernist poetry. He won Nobel Prize in the year 1948. He was famous for his poems like The Wasteland, The Hollow Man, Love Song of J. Alfred Prokop, and his plays like The Murder in the Cathedral, The Family Reunion, and he was also famous in the field of criticism. About the poem, To the Indians who died in South Africa is a lesser known short poem of Eliot. The poem was published in Collected Poems. The poem was written at the request of Miss Corleone Sorabji for Queen Mary's book for India. The poem records the futility of action, that is, of a war in the general scheme of everyday life. It is an anti-war poem that betrays the trauma of a displacement and death caused by wars, useless wars. To the Indians who died in Africa, a man's destination is his own village, his own fire, and his wife's cooking. To sit in front of his oven door at sunset and see his grandson and his neighbor's grandson playing in the dust together. Sacred but secure, he has many memories which returns at the hour of conversation. The warm or the cool hour according to the climate. Of a foreign man who fought in a foreign place, foreign to each other. In those two stanzas, poet says that every man, or the soldier who is in front, dreams of a return to their family and live a happy life. But what they have is the old memories of their hometown or country to remember in the warm or the cool hours of a climate when they are fighting war in a different place. A man's destination is not his destiny. Every country is home to one man and exile to another. Where a man dies bravely at one with his destiny, the soil is his, and let his village remember. In this stanza, poet says that a man's destination is not his destiny. In the previous stanza, the first one, the poet says that a man's destiny is his own village and his own fire and his wife's cooking. But here poet says a man's destination is not his destiny. That means even soldier wants to go to their family and spend their rest of life with the family, but they never get there. What they have is to fight in a foreign country and die in the foreign soil. In the last stanza, poet says that this was not your land or ours, but a village in the Midlands, and one in the 5 rivers may have the same graveyard. Let those who go home tell the same story of you. of action with a common purpose, action none the less fruitful if neither you nor we know. Until the judgment after death, what is the fruit of action? In this stanza, poet says that those soldiers who survived the war return to their home and tells the story of soldiers who died in a foreign nation. They tell the story of their braveness and they say that after death they will get the judgment about what they did, but what is the fruit of action will be decided after the death in judgment. But they all know that what they took, what action they took is nonetheless fruitful if neither you or nor we know. That means the both sides of a soldiers don't know what they did or what action they took were right or convincing, but what they did for the country. And if they are wrong, there we get judgment of God after death. Central idea and theme. The central idea of the poem to the Indians who died in Africa is home. The poem starts with the feeling of a soldier that he wants to stay with the family in the after years of his life and want to live a peaceful life. So the poem have the central idea of a home. Poet describes that where one's family lives and where his motherland is the home one considers. So in the first stanza, poet says that soldiers want to live their lives with family, but they never get it. Every country is home to one and exiled to another, but where soldiers dies are buried becomes new home to them. They want to go their home, but when they die in fight, they become the part of the nation where they die and are buried. One of the other theme of the poem is military discipline and murder. The theme is reflected when poets say that action is took by them is action nonetheless fruitful if neither you are nor we know. That means that what they did is not justified by either of the side, but they are as a soldier are meant to do what they are told to do to protect the nation, and when they die they are going to sing as a martyr of the nation who protected and becomes the hero of the nation, who died for the sake of the nation and to protect the nation. The picture is here is the Bengal Lancers, the soldier troop who fought in South Africa. Those are Indian soldiers and they are called Bengal Lancers. Thank you very much for listening me till the end of the video, and I would like to share my EdTech platforms lesson that which I will put the link in the description, and also the online test that I have created about in the context of the poem to the Indians who died in Africa. So please attend the test and attend the lectures in the EdTech platform, and I will provide the digital certificate for it. Thank you very much.